Oh, there was so much snot in that. I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
I saw it too.
Hey. Welcome back to another episode of PB&J. That was pretty good.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
Not bad,
I feel like
not
you hit a different note this time.
I think I did too. I think I
usual.
lost my original.
I feel like we're kind of like, we're gradually
I know, I'm getting
to
worse.
kind of the same note.
Maybe one day we will. And that's
Love
the
that.
day that we end
Wait,
the
match
podcast.
pitch with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I was a
That
little
was
lower, and then
crazy.
you messed. Wait, I need to block my ear. Ready?
Okay, ready?
3,
2, 1.
Oh.
Okay.
So
3, 2, 1.
1.
I hit that a little bit after you, actually.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
But we're kind of synced up, and we are.
And
synced.
we are synced up.
And we're synced up.
We are synced. Periods are over. And thank
War
God
is over.
Wave the white flag.
No, and this one was, I mean, I think I say this every time I have my period, literally. But this one was such a fucking humdinger,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I was
It was
OOC. No,
period.
literally.
Period.
I was stopping traffic.
Yeah. And you were sick too, though, and you're still
so
sick.
we're here.
This is
the
sick
sun is
episode.
shining. The birds
Yeah.
are chirping. It's the most beautiful day.
It's gorgeous. I was on my way over here. I was thinking we should go get a margarita. Not today. Not today.
Literally, though.
But one day this week we have to go to a patio and get a margarita.
Totally. I'm so full of mucus, though,
Mm-hmm.
at this time. As you can tell,
Point proven.
apologies in advance. I'm going to be sneezing. I'm going to be snotting. I'm going to be coughing. I'm going to be farting. I'm going to be pissing. I'm going to be doing it all.
Can't wait to be sitting right here for all of
Quite
that.
literally all week. Just the things that have been flying out of every
There's
single
been a lot of
hole in my body.
Yeah, things coming out of you.
A whole lot and nothing going in. Except for tampons.
Yeah, but no toxic shock syndrome here.
God willing.
Yeah,
like,
knock on wood.
I live with the fear every day. I really do.
I do think about that.
Think that I stay considering switching to a menstrual cup.
Yeah.
But I've tried in the past and it was just so
Too much.
It really does require some like serious training.
No, you need to like know what you're doing, and I don't.
Totally.
I tried once and I gave up immediately. I didn't
I
even
was like
really try.
breaking a sweat. I was a leg up.
Yeah.
I was like, there was blood all the way to like here.
Oh my God.
It was a mess. It was a mess.
It was a massacre.
I was like fisting myself trying to like get this fucking little shot glass into place inside of my
little
fanny.
shot glass.
Like,
Awesome.
God.
Wow.
Vampire shot glass. That's
Ew.
what they are.
Awesome. Yum.
Yummy.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, the
It's
Lord's
Passover.
Day. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Well, when you're listening to this, it's the day before a long weekend, which is beautiful.
Good Friday
Good
is
Friday.
the greatest Friday of all.
Just not for Jesus.
Not for Jesus, but then he was okay in the end.
And
I
you know what?
think.
He was happy.
He
I
half
think.
risen, I think.
He was down to
familiar.
die.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the.
We have a surprise
Oh my God, we have a
visitor.
surprise guest! Well, let's get started with what you guys did on Monday.
Yeah, so I've had quite the week. I mean, the highest highs and the lowest lows is what I mean to say.
So you were sick, but you also had a sick
So,
Monday.
yeah, it kind of feels like I've run the entire gamut of human experience this week. So we'll start off. Okay, so where I left you, we had the boys of Bravo.
Carl Kyle.
Okay, so that was huge.
Carl Kyle West.
Kyle West. That was huge. I mean,
Yeah.
some shameful experiences, and perhaps this is my karma for, the things that I've said and done. But on Monday, who am I meeting but Miles Teller.
Oscar-nominated
actor. Project X's own.
Did we confirm that he was Oscar-nominated?
Teller. I really think he is.
Let's look it up. I need to know.
Yeah, let's see.
Teen Choice Award. BAFTA. No Oscar.
Okay, well.
But he was nominated for an MTV Movie Award. And
for a hashtag what the fuck moment.
But he didn't win. He didn't win. Awards. He's won a Sundance. Okay, well, we don't care about those. I want to hear about ones I know. Okay, he's never won an award that we care about. Not even a Teen Choice Award.
Not even for Top Gun Maverick.
Not even a worst screen combo.
Not even a Razzie.
Not even a Razzie. Not even the male movie star of 2022. He was my male movie star of 2022.
He's been my male movie star of every year since 2012.
Okay, frankly. So yeah, talk about. I haven't even heard how it really went.
Yeah, I got the opportunity to interview him for work, which was literally the most insane
that's crazy
thing that's ever happened to me. He was launching his alcohol in Ontario, and I was asking him, obviously, because I'm a shark journalist.
Yep.
Gotta get to the bottom of the story. I was asking him about like the tariffs and shit.
Were you really?
And it was like, okay, so me and Miles Teller are sitting on a couch talking, facing away from his publicist and like someone from the PR company and Mayor, who were sitting at a table behind us. And so as I'm asking him about this and he's answering, I'm watching his publicist like creep up on us to like get ready to pounce and be like, don't say that.
Oh my God.
Nothing happened. It was a totally fine and great conversation. Read about it on the website.
Yeah, I have.
It was literally one of those moments where I was like, how did we get here? What is my life?
And what's next?
And no, literally. And I'll tell you what's next is I interviewed the lead singer of the Arkells.
Oh!
Not quite Max Kerman. Lovely guy.
Yeah.
Not quite, I would say, at least personally on the level of Miles Teller in terms of like, just like long-standing admiration, I guess.
Would it be crazy if I said that I'm more attracted to Max from the Arkells than Miles Teller?
Yeah. I mean, that's certainly, hey, I'm gonna stay. I
think I'm like one of a few women who would admit that, but just, I don't know, something about Max.
Because also, in like high school, I was like a big Arkells fan. I mean, not like a huge Arkells fan, but I was definitely listening to Arkells.
Yeah. I feel like every Canadian girl tries to get into the Arkells.
Yeah.
Because they know
and whether they
it's like mildly
attainable. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I tried. I couldn't.
But it was like such a crazy week. And then all the while, I was like fighting for my life with my period and then progressively getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And it just really felt like I started on such a high and I ended on such a low. But the trade-off is, in being sick, I've been like butt chugging NyQuil every night.
Wow.
Like literally like to the face, cough syrup. And then I was also doing the combination of like Tylenol, Advil, and NyQuil when I was on my period and sick.
Very Kim Richards of you.
No, totally.
Sorry, maybe that's really bad.
And I've been, I've been popping pills.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the truth. I've been having the most obscene dreams ever.
This is where the word fever dream comes from, by the
way.
Like, that's exactly. It's like when I had COVID and I had like a fever of like 105. Yeah. The dreams I was having were like so crazy and so realistic. It like was,
yes.
And I woke up and I went, I understand why it's called a fever dream.
Like they haven't been so realistic, but they've been very vivid.
Yes.
And okay, well, one, I had a dream that Toronto got hit by a series of tornadoes, which I was like, we can really trace.
I think
this
we can. Yeah,
back.
There were signs.
There were signs. But we were, like, all, like, having, like, pre-tornado parties. Like, we were all, like, boozing and whatever, hanging out, and then, like, running for cover.
I love that.
Totally.
Let's do it.
I also had a dream that I had kind of, like, a Challenger's experience, but with 3 guys.
Oh.
And I was feeling crazy the next day.
Do you know who the 3 guys were?
No. Okay. Honestly, I do think that one was Josh O'Connor. But not like
But
it was his like
his
face.
essence, but it wasn't him.
No, other way around. It was his like face and appearance, but I wasn't like, this is Josh O'Connor.
Okay, got it.
You know? I don't know who the other two were, but I felt really crazy. And then last night I had a dream rekindled with a guy that things didn't pan out with. And we were like, literally the whole dream was like us having a conversation, but like holding hands and being very like close.
Is it recent?
Yeah. And like just like kikiing and him like being into me.
Interesting.
And I was like, this is like, what beautiful dreams I've had.
Yeah, that's so, like, you don't want to wake up.
It's, I mean, literally, bro.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
So if nothing else, there are silver linings.
Hey, that's the benefit of being sick, is you have crazy dreams. And I love that.
Absolutely. And I've been sleeping like for hours. Like,
should I read something from my dream journal?
Nonstop. Yeah, please.
Let me read something from my dream journal. Okay, I had this one on June 5th, 2023. I went to the CNE with Delaney, Phoebe, Jasmine, and Hannah. While there, someone stole my passport, so I went looking for it. Eventually, someone gave it back to me. They were threatening me with legal action. When I finally found it, it was 8:30 in the morning and we were all late for work. Phoebe and I walked to a Chinese restaurant nearby. We ate Chinese food and then Nana, my grandma, showed up. Eventually, Delaney and I got in an Uber and took the day off. I also remember James Kennedy being there.
Totally.
December 29th, 2022. I have no clue how the fuck it started, but I had a foursome with Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Mackie, and Sebastian Stan.
And why the hell not?
No, that's gorgeous.
And why the hell not? You know what? You know how it probably started? You were probably on NyQuil.
Yeah. Mom and I, June 29th, 2022, Mom and I took the elevator down too far and got kidnapped by Richard Iowati, but also I fell in love with him, so he let me go. Anyways, that's just a few of my dream journals.
A good Stockholm Syndrome dream.
I had a dream that Timothée Chalamet was in an accident and I thought he was going to die, so I was anxiously trying to see if he was okay.
Did you know him personally in the dream? Or
I don't think so.
Was it just like...
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I had a dream that Liam died.
Oh my god. Yes.
March 29th, 2020. Had a dream that I went to some school event where I got a notice that Liam Payne died. And I can't read the following sentence. Well, I can say someone was following me around because they thought I was Jessica Mulrooney. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. So I predict the future. I think I broke into Anthony Padilla's apartment. I don't remember everything, but I do remember Eyal from Love Island 4 was there, and I found a job posting for a One Direction fan expert.
Oh my god.
Anyways, keep a dream journal. That's my...
Totally.
Because you never know, like, sometimes you predict the future.
Literally. I really should start keeping a dream journal. Yeah. But I don't dream, like, often.
Well, I haven't written it in, like, 2 years. Yeah. But it's just whenever I have a good dream that I remember, I write it down.
Totally.
And then, yeah. So, anyways.
How was your week?
My week was, like, totally fine and normal. Like, literally nothing to report. Wait, let me think. I ate the Kardashian crumble cookies.
Yeah, how were they?
They were...
I've been hearing not great.
They were like fine. Like, I mean, like, for a crumble cookie, some of them were good. Courtney's was actually, I think, one of the most vile things I've ever put in my mouth.
What flavor was it?
It was flourless chocolate cake.
Oh.
It was gluten-friendly, not gluten-free. Gluten-friendly. And I, like, put it in my mouth and literally thought I was going to vomit. Like, It was so fucking gross. But Kim's was good. Chloe's was fine. Courtney's was gross. I already said that. Anyways, it was like that was probably the most exciting thing that happened to me this week. I can't think of anything.
You know what? They can't all be.
No,
it
was just huge. It was a totally normal, like, nothing exciting happened week. I went to Pilates twice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Didn't fall off the reformer.
Okay, beautiful.
So that
we should have like a days since incident.
No, literally, and
keep it up to date. Yeah.
So that was gorgeous. They gave me some free bone broth.
Oh. Yeah. Beck's broth?
No, I don't know what it was, but it wasn't that. I think it was like Soma broth or something. I don't know. Okay. Anyways. And SNL last night was fabulous.
John
Hamm. I was eating ham for dinner.
Beautiful.
And yeah, that's about it.
I would love to be eating ham.
I would love to be eating ham every single night. My boyfriend of the week is dead.
Okay. What?
Wait, have you guys watched White Lotus?
Oh, yes. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
My last week's boyfriend of the week.
Yeah.
My boyfriend is dead.
I mean, no, your boyfriend is alive.
but his character is dead.
I've been seeing all the shit about his, like, this affair that he might...
Oh my god, yeah, with Aimee Wood. Yeah.
I 100%
I
believe
believe
that
it.
it happened.
He posted a series of photos of them next to Silver Spring.
Literally.
You don't just do that.
They, like, immediately unfollowed each other on Instagram.
The live version, too. It wasn't even the recorded version. It was the 1997 live version, which means something.
It really means something.
You don't post the 1997 Silver Springs live version unless you've been through shit.
Because it also doesn't speak to the character's relationship with each other at all. So,
no, it was a personal. It's personal.
Personal.
Yeah.
Walton. Aimee Lou, tell us what happened.
Give PB&J an exclusive.
Oh my god, I need
The only people that we will allow to be our first guests, except for Jen Shaw, is Walton Goggins and Aimee Lou Wood.
Together.
Ideally. Together, yeah. No.
And honestly, we won't even be on the podcast.
No,
I just want to kind of leave them here to hash it out.
Yeah. I'm so close to buying Walton Goggins goggles glasses, but I'm like
you gotta support him.
I'm restraining myself. God forbid a girl supports the economy.
A small business.
Yeah.
I mean, well, he's not gonna have that White Lotus income ever again.
Exactly. So I might need to help him out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my...
I think that Walton Goggins is kind of like a Miles Teller-esque person where every girl thinks he's hot.
But can't
straight girl.
Point why. Yeah.
And every guy is obsessed, straight guy is obsessed with him.
Mm-hmm.
And every gay guy, one gay guy that I've spoken to about it, thinks that he's also hot.
Did you see that he posted on his story yesterday a photo of him in skinny jeans?
Ew.
And it was GQ being like, Walton Goggins steps out in skinny jeans. And he was like, God forbid I wear skinny jeans. I'm 53 and I look great. And I was like, period, Walton.
Tell him, Walton.
Self-confidence. So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Still loving Walton.
He said skinny jeans are coming back.
And thank God for him.
Him and Alex Earl, they're at the forefront, the cutting edge of the skinny jean movement.
Yeah, Walton and Alex.
Yeah.
So, that's how my week was. Like, really nothing happened. I honestly can't think of anything.
The Last of Us season 2 is back today.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. So prepare for me to be insufferable.
Yeah, I was going to say boyfriend of the week next week.
Oh my god,
Pascal.
Boyfriend of the week for the entire time that this season airs. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I love that man.
Yeah.
I love that man so much.
That's how I felt about the AirPods commercial. His AirPods commercial. Have you not seen it?
I've seen that.
You haven't seen his AirPods commercial? Have you seen his AirPods commercial?
Yeah, it's on my TikTok like all the time.
Me too. Wow. It's him going,
God.
You're perfect. And he's dancing.
I can't believe
I
haven't
seen this. This is like
they're keeping it from me.
No, literally, they know that you're gonna lose it. No. Wow.
Not right now in my delicate state. I need to heal first. I don't even think I'm gonna watch it tonight because I think I have to.
It's very it's when you love something so much, it's hard to watch things.
Well, it's gonna
Brittany Broski said it first.
So true.
Yeah.
And Brittany Broski EP coming out.
I know. I have to listen.
I mean.
I support
her.
I support her.
I do. I have like a lingering resentment towards any fatty who's abandoned the movement.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, to be fair, like I'm trying to get out of the
me
community
too.
But I haven't succeeded yet, so I'm like, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Yeah.
Until I'm also like on your vibe. But I will also always love Brittany Broski.
Of course, always. Yeah.
Well. She's our patron saint.
Obviously.
Famously, we invited her to come to Ireland with us, but
she never responded. She didn't see the message. So I'm sure if she had seen the message, she would have accepted.
Absolutely. So, I mean, why not?
She's blowing her nose. That was gorgeous.
There's another one coming.
Oh no, pineapple.
No, it's not coming. Oh. There was so much snot in that. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
I saw it too.
Okay.
Anyway.
We're back in action.
So, speaking of Perito, your eternal boyfriend of the week.
Perito.
Who's your boyfriend of the week this week?
Okay. Well, I'm a little bit afraid to say this.
Yeah, you told me it was a little diabolical, and but then we started talking about something else, so I never followed up.
This is insanely out of character for me, but this is going to be, I believe, our first ever younger boyfriend of the week.
Oh my God. I think you're right. Unless Jack from Love on the Spectrum is younger, but I think he's around our age.
I don't know. Yeah, his Instagram story the other day was like add me on Snap or something. I was like, oh God.
And did you?
No.
Oh, I would have.
That instant, literally.
I look at his profile, it just says followed by like Phoebe. Like, oh no.
Margaritaville official.
Oh my God. Okay, well, I think that this one is a little bit more valid, and I actually did. This is belated, but it's only grown in strength. My boyfriend of the week is going to go ahead and be Robert Irwin.
Yeah. Yeah. Good day, mate. Good day.
Good day, mate. Oh,
crikey.
Sweet boy. I hasten to say it because I, grew up watching The Crocodile Hunter. We were a Crocodile Hunter family.
Yeah.
And so he does kind of feel like...
He feels like
I've known him.
Yeah, that
totally.
family friend that you grew up with.
Yes,
that,
and it's kind of
that
that thing where you're like, wait, he's always been a little kid, and then all of a sudden you're like,
he's a man.
He's actually
wait a minute,
hot as fuck. So obviously the Bonds commercial came out. Yeah. So that I think awoke a lot of people to this.
I think a lot of people. There was a snake in my pants.
No.
There's a snake in my
pants. Fucking, oh my God. Now my For You page is all Robert Irwin at his little zoo.
Did you see the one of the girl being like, how did you get so brave? And he was like,
I haven't
how did I get so brave? And I was like,
no, and he's like, well, you know what, I'm scared all the time. But I've got a really good family. It's just the way that he speaks. I'm like, oh my God. It kind of appeals to my inner child where I'm I feel
safe.
You're talking down to me, and I
condescending prick.
I really like it. Condescend me more.
Yeah, please.
No, totally. I've been wishing I was a crocodile. That's for sure.
Yeah, and he would hunt you.
Wrangle me down.
God.
Bro. Wrangle me down.
I went to his zoo when I was in Australia.
Oh my God.
When I was 9 years old.
Did you see him?
Was I don't remember, but it was literally 4 months after Steve Irwin died.
Whoa.
It was not long after he died. It was maybe, I don't even think it was that much longer. I think he died in December and we were there in March.
Talk about those moments in life where you will always remember where you were when they happened. I will never forget being at the my school had Foursquare things drawn on the pavement. I was playing Foursquare with my girlies, and my brother came up and he was like, the Crocodile Hunter's dead. And I was like, I literally can't hear this right now. I can't talk. And at first there was a rumor going around, at least my schoolyard, that it was a praying mantis that killed him. Not the case.
Close.
But really, I don't think that they are capable of that.
No. Well,
I've never trusted stingrays for the rest of my life.
No, and why should you?
Fuck them.
No, literally, look what they took from us.
I don't find
Look what they took from Robert.
From my man.
From your Robert.
From my Robert.
I know. They took away your father-in-law.
But I've honestly never... I've honestly never wanted to go to Australia really in my entire life. Under. I certainly would like to take a trip down under.
Let's go down under. Yeah. I'll go down under.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'd be safe because all of the snakes and spiders and whatever, I'm afraid.
He's not. Me safe. He's brave.
He's brave.
As we know, he's brave. He has a great support system, yourself included.
Exactly.
And congratulations for that.
Yeah.
And congratulations,
Robert Irwin.
You've
Our first 21 years old.
Is he 21?
He's an 03. A lot of that going around.
Well.
Wow, 21. Well, mine is not
Color
21.
me cougarific, baby.
Yeah, God forbid you mentor a younger generation.
Yeah, God forbid I mentor the youth.
Yeah. Wow. Well, mine is perfectly age appropriate.
Okay.
So.
How old?
30.
Okay, that is.
It's I'm 27. 30, I feel like it's a
Do you ever feel like it's kind of crazy that 30 is absolutely age appropriate for us?
I remember being 22 and talking to a guy who was 26 and being like, wow, he's so much older than me, blah, blah, blah. He has his life so much together. At 27, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about.
I remember being in high school and having a crush on my teacher who was 32.
Yeah.
And being like, he's like a full-ass man.
No, I know.
Like, blah, blah, blah. Not the case. Also,
I know.
Don't have crushes on your teachers.
No.
But it's
you know
impossible
what?
not to.
It's a very important part in the development process.
Absolutely.
Like, you need
God forbid I have a mentor.
Yeah. You need, like, God forbid you learn about rejection. Like, absolutely. You learn about not getting everything you want.
Absolutely.
And that's what that is.
And you know what? Thank God I didn't get what I wanted.
Yeah, thank God. No, you know what? We've all been there.
Because there's a lot going on up here, and it would be so much worse.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So
I'm distracted from you. 30.
That's okay. My
30,
boyfriend,
perfectly age appropriate.
Perfectly age appropriate. My boyfriend of the week is gonna go ahead and be. Fuck! I forgot how to say his name again.
Oh
Wait, I'm gonna try without looking it up.
Okay.
Meki Leaper? No, Miki. No, I need to. This is ruining boyfriend of the week.
Meki Leaper, welcome.
Meki Leaper.
Okay.
Are you familiar with him?
I'm not.
Oh my
Tell me
God.
about him.
No, you would love Meki Leaper. So, Meki Leaper. There's 3 things you may know him from, and I know him from all 3. Sex Life of College Girls.
Okay.
He plays Eric, the one who hooks up with fucking not Pauline Chalamet, not Renee Rapp, not the soccer girl, the other one, the comedian girl.
Yes, okay.
Yes, he's the one who... Have you watched Sex Life of College Girls?
I've seen the first, 2 seasons, I
Okay,
think.
so he's the one who, works at the newspaper and,
Oh, yes, okay, yes.
Love him.
Yes.
Saw him in that originally, was love this little man.
Yeah.
He gives me Short King energy, which I love.
Yeah, he totally has
Short King energy.
Is he a Short King? Do we know?
I don't know. We'll look it up after. But he's a comedian who's mean to a funny woman, which is my story.
That's literally the story of my life.
Exactly. Yeah. And so I was I see myself. I love this man. Then we see him in Jury Duty. He plays Noah in Jury Duty. The guy who
totally,
is on
dude.
the bed.
Oh my God.
So he not only did he star in that, wrote episodes in it. Wrote the soaking episode.
What?
Yeah, love him in that.
He's 5'6".
He's 5'6".
Short
He's exactly
kid.
my height.
Oh my God.
And I love that. Okay, gorgeous.
You love that?
Are
you breaking forth?
I am breaking.
You're changing.
Because if you're funny and have a personality,
yeah.
I don't care.
Well, you're describing Short King energy.
There you go.
Totally.
I've decided to break away from the mold.
And even comedians who are short are funnier than comedians who are tall.
Exactly.
On as a
they've
base
had to
level.
go through strife. So
totally.
The reason
kind of how fat girls are funnier than skinny girls.
Exactly. You've needed to develop a personality,
yeah.
and that's why I trust you a little bit more. Recently, I've been watching him in St. Denis Medical. It's this new show. It's on. I don't know what it's on. It's on Crave, and it's by the same guy who created Superstore, who also wrote on The Office. So it has that very similar like deranged workplace vibe, and he plays this guy who left his religious cult in Montana and became a nurse. And he's a little dumb but very good-hearted. I watched the entire season in one day.
Oh my God.
And that's light work because it's 15 20-minute episodes, that's watching a movie. But love him, need him. Unfortunately, he does have a girlfriend.
Damn, what's his girlfriend look like?
Don't know, don't care. Not me.
Okay. Period.
And she is pretty, actually, unfortunately. Well,
like you.
Yeah, so thank you. So, he's going to go ahead and be my boyfriend of the week. And I feel this is the most normal one I've had in a while.
Yeah, I would say so. It's not
not
extreme.
Unhinged.
Yeah,
he just was tickling my heartstrings this week.
I love that.
Very wholesome. I feel he's absolutely someone I could bring home to mom and dad.
Totally.
At separate times, of course, because my parents are divorced.
Yeah.
But
it's only okay to bring a comedian home to meet your parents when the comedian is successful.
Exactly. I wouldn't do it otherwise.
Yeah.
Because that'd be embarrassing for both of us.
Totally.
So,
totally.
However, if there's any single comedians out there, you know where to find me.
Oh, babe, I know plenty. I can hook you up because I'm good.
Yeah, so Mecky Leaper, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank
Mecky
you.
Leaper, Robert Irwin.
Robert Irwin, welcome to the club.
Welcome to the
I think
club.
we need to make like a graphic of everyone who's been inducted into the Boyfriend of the
Well, I
Month
think
club.
we should have an award ceremony at some point.
Say less.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
On we go.
Maybe our 20th episode.
Yeah, I love that.
Or something like that. Okay, gorgeous. So, I mean, I can also, let's talk about what we're watching this week, because what I'm watching this week, I already talked about it.
Yeah.
St. Dennis Medical. I did watch the entire, season in one day. Actually, I have one episode left. It's very, like, it fills that void of, like, I mean, you don't watch The Office, so you're not going to understand this.
the venom that was in your voice when you said that was
like here's
so
the thing.
insane.
It's just like, it's so, I don't know, like it's so weird to me. Like I get it.
It's like not like, I just like never felt like watching it, and then it was so like all anyone would talk about for so many years. And I think not you, but a lot of people like use The Office in lieu of having a personality.
So true.
So like,
same thing with Friends.
I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care because I'm already fucking tired of The Office because I've heard every single fucking thing about it from people who are boring.
Are you open to watching it ever?
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen it. Like,
yeah.
I've seen episodes. I'm never going to sit down and watch the entire Office.
Interesting.
Though. It's the same thing with Grey's Anatomy. I'm never, ever going to fucking watch Grey's Anatomy. I've seen episodes.
But you're never going to sit and watch it. Interesting. Okay.
I know.
So, yeah, for me, like, I love The Office. Here's the thing, is like, I'm never going to say it's the greatest show of all, because it's not.
Yeah.
It's like really not. But is it funny, and does it always make me feel better? Yes.
And by the way, like, I have no hate in my heart for people who love The Office. Like, I have nothing but positive feelings. I will say, I have hate in my heart for people who hate people who hate Friends and The Office. I have hate in my heart. Yeah.
For people that hate people that love Friends and The Office. Does that make sense?
You said two different things.
Okay, great.
You hate people who love Friends in the Office.
Yes.
Okay, I totally get that.
If I see on Hinge, like, a man being like, you should not go out with me if you love Friends. And I'm like, just
get a grip.
Like, honestly, I'm like, is it groundbreaking? No. Does it make me feel good? Yes.
Literally, God forbid a girl have a comfort show.
God forbid I have a show that calms my anxiety.
Literally.
God forbid I have a lullaby that
on the other hand,
puts me to sleep at night.
On the other hand, just to play devil's advocate, if I am on Hinge and I see a guy who says, I'm looking for the Pam to my gym,
okay, get him out. Get him out.
Or likes The Office.
Yeah. No.
Goodbye.
Find something else.
Watch any other show.
Watch St. Dennis Medical.
It's like saying that you like The Office is like saying that you like pizza. It's like,
exactly.
Yeah. It's like, we all do.
Yeah. It's like, it's something that everyone does. It doesn't make you special,
literally.
Ryan.
But if you love The Office or you love Friends, go off. Literally, it affects me this much. Other than when I was so annoyed listening to people be like, oh my God, and when Dwight, like, fucking Bale, like, I'm like, oh my, like, literally? Can we talk about the fucking political and economic state of the world right now?
How about those tariffs? Unfortunately, my opening line on Bumble for a minute was, Bears beats Battlestar Galactica, which is a quote from The Office.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, it didn't get me anywhere, so it's probably karma for myself. But anyways, so that's what I'm watching. St. Dennis Medical, love it. Highly recommend. Easy watch. Can't wait to see more. Hope it doesn't get canceled.
Beautiful.
And I've met the creator, but that's a story for the other time.
Do you think that it will get canceled?
Only because it's like it's kind of, I don't know.
This is literally the first time I'm hearing of it, is my only
I know.
concern.
I don't think it's doing very well. But
what's it on?
It's on Crave, but I think it's also on CTV. It's just only because of the format is like kind of old school. That's the only reason I think it'll get canceled, but it is really funny, and it has like some good names attached to it. Like, it's a lot of the people from Superstore. But, yeah. Anyways, what are you watching?
Well, I haven't been watching a lot of TV. I've been, like, very, like, I'm scouring for something to latch onto.
Yeah.
I started watching Adolescence.
Ooh.
Which I watched the first episode and it was good. But then I just was like, I
I don't want more.
care to see. I mean, I do, and I totally will watch it.
I feel like it's something you have to be in the mood for.
Absolutely, and I've not been in the mood.
Yeah,
so
totally.
I've been spending hours upon hours on TikTok lately.
Yeah.
Which this weekend specifically is one of my favorite weekends of the year to be on TikTok because it is Coachella.
Yeah, it's like Coachella, Bama Rush, like pretty
literally
equal,
it's completely equal the two biggest weekends.
And Christmas, New Year's.
I have been eating up Coachella content like it's fucking candy.
Like Coachella camping. Like, I never want to do it, but there's nothing I want to do
also,
more.
those tents that are, like, not connected to the ground. Like, it's just, like, an open slit at the ground.
Oh, my God.
Did you see those?
No.
This is, like, not the, like, safari, like, the bougie tents.
Yeah.
There's, like, another tier of camping where they're, like, literally tents, like, how you would make, like, a pillow fort, basically, where you just, like, there's just, like, a drape.
Yes, and it's, like,
over
against
them.
the car.
And there's nothing. No. It's, like, a tent in the ground.
Oh.
But there's a tarp across the floor and just like a teepee kind of vibe. So there's like nothing preventing like rodents or creatures from getting in. Like the corners where the ground meets the tarp are just open.
Cool.
And like I saw a video of a guy and he's like showing his tent at night and someone is coughing.
I saw that one. And it's just he keeps coughing.
I was like, I would lose my fucking mind.
It's,
And it's crazy because every year when I watch Coachella content, I'm like, I'm going to be at Coachella next year. This is the first year where I'm like, you know what? I don't ever have to go to Coachella. And oh my God. And I never will.
Oh my God, it's Coachella.
Oh my God, it's the guy from Coachella.
Hey.
I'm so sorry.
We were just talking about Coachella.
We were talking about Coachella.
That's amazing. I literally feel like I'm being punked, so I'm just gonna go.
Oh my God.
Anyways,
wow, what an episode. We started with just the two of us and
now we're ending with
we're
four
magnetic,
of us,
but
just like our audience.
Yeah, I'm like watching people like walk from wherever their Uber drops them off or from the campsite or whatever to even get to the stage. I'm like nightmare scenario.
No,
it's
can't.
hot. Everyone is like, I mean, I would love to see Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet making out.
No, and like, thank God, love
and
that.
I have gotten to see it on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't need to be standing in the fucking Palm Springs sun.
No.
Breathing dust in my lungs.
No, I already have asthma.
Standing between like Haley Bailey or whatever the fuck her face is.
And Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Literally. Like, I don't need that.
No.
I don't need that. I think that maybe this is growth. I also need to say that micro leather shorts, low rise leather micro mini shorts or whatever the fuck you want to call them are an epidemic.
Yeah.
I think they're cute.
But we don't need to wear them all the time.
Quite literally, I was scrolling through my For You page for day one, Gagachella. Every single person I saw, Alex Earl, Tara Yummy, Strawberry Milk Mob, or whatever the fuck her face is. Everyone.
Yeah.
Leather micro mini shorts.
And guess what? We're going to see them again next weekend.
And I'm like, how would you guys like it if I wore micro mini leather shorts?
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
Love it. I would love it.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
Maybe I'll try.
I think you should. For your birthday. Coming up.
The big 2-6.
Ow!
2-6.
Yeah.
That's
gorgeous.
So that's what I've been watching.
So
and as soon as we're done, I'm going to be right back on my TikTok.
I'm going to join you there.
Yeah.
I love watching Coachella camping videos.
It's the best.
Yeah.
The best.
I've like barely even watched any like performance videos.
No, me either.
Because frankly, I don't care. I mean, I do.
I mean,
but
literally though.
I watched Charlie XCX and
I saw
about
Gaga. She was great.
Yeah, Gaga was,
I don't even know who's performing currently.
Post Malone is headlining tonight.
Oh, Steve!
Yeah.
Oh, he's a permanent boyfriend.
Yeah, he is. So, okay.
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
me.
And what are you listening to?
I'm not gonna lie, I did not prepare for this question.
That's okay. You're listening
I
to
will
Coachella.
say, yesterday, so this is like a very recent thing, but I think it'll stick around. So growing up, I loved Lady Gaga so much. Yeah. Like, I was a little monster. But I famously haven't really listened to the current album a ton. I mean, I have some.
Even though I told her to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't, it's not, like, appealing to me. But watching the videos from Gagachella is reminding me of all of the fantastic old hits. For example, You and I.
Yeah. I cannot tell you how badly this week I have been craving going to a karaoke room.
Me too. All I want is to karaoke and fucking sit back down where you belong in the corner of the bar with your high heels on. That's all I want.
Okay, well, so I know what we're doing this week.
It's a date. I'm sweating profusely right now, by the way.
Really?
I literally so hard.
Yeah, you are warm.
And Judas is another favorite.
I mean, like, that's a permanent banger.
I love Judas.
There will never be a time where Judas by Lady Gaga does not hit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. When he comes to me,
weddings, funerals, Judas.
Births.
Easter.
He hath risen. Judas us.
Risen. What have you been listening to?
So this week, I could lie to you and say that I've been listening to music.
Okay.
I've been listening to Manifestation Hurts.
Okay. You know what? I so get that, and I completely back it.
And here, you know what? It started as a very specific type of manifestation, which I'm not going to specify.
That's okay. You don't have to. I think I know.
You do know. Because I did post it on my close friends, and I said, hey, don't worry about it. But then I started to realize that I actually really just like the background noise. Because it's white noise, essentially. It's like manifestation white noise. So I've been listening to just like playlists of Manifestation Hurts, ranging from money, love, career, personal growth, health, wealth.
Everything.
I'm manifesting everything, and I listen to it as I play my little restaurant game. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite time to listen.
Yeah,
because it's just kind of mindful.
Yeah,
and also mindless.
It's very
present. Mindful. Yeah, I'm working.
Yeah,
I'm working in my little restaurant on my game.
You're bettering yourself, bettering your business.
Exactly. So then at the same time, I'm manifesting in my mind.
You're attracting.
Yes, I'm attracting what I deserve. I listen to it while I fall asleep. I listen to it when I wake up. So basically at all hours of the day.
I love that. Your Spotify Wrapped is going to be crazy.
No, it's like literally, I can guarantee my top 3, it's going to be Sports Car, Tate McRae. Mm-hmm. Number 2, 639 Hertz, Love Manifestation. Yep. 3, Juno, Sabrina Carpenter. Those are going to be my top 3 on Spotify this year.
And that's perfection.
And I can't wait. And you know what? There's all things I want.
Mine's going to be like Cozy Thunderstorm Ambiance, number 1, for sure.
Exactly. So that's what I've been listening to. I really was trying to come up with a lie of like a song that I've been listening to in its place. But you know what? I thought I'm going to be real here.
Yeah. This is a place to be. This is a safe space.
Exactly. So
all 43
subscribers
of our subscribers
and
are
23 Spotify followers.
No, we're kind of blowing up, guys.
Yeah, guys.
PB&J is kind of taking
no
over.
Pictures.
Stop,
no photos.
guys,
That's why I'm wearing a hat today.
Not while I'm at Coachella.
Yeah, no, not Coachella. Not while I'm making out with Timothy Chalamet.
Oh my god. Wait, guys, I love them as a couple, by the way.
I know.
I'm proud to say I always have.
It was weird to me at first, but I do like it.
Yeah.
It was like when I supported Pete Davidson and Ariana Grande, and no one else.
I did. Me. I also supported that.
I do actually remember that because I remember posting it on my Finsta back in the days, in the good old days when you would have a Finsta, and I'd be like, "Does anyone else support this?" And everyone was like, "No." And I do remember you were like, "Yes."
Hard yes.
Yeah.
I love them both. Why wouldn't I support it?
Do you have any fun facts for us today?
I think I saved one. Well, I have a headline for you.
Okay.
This is also coming from Lad Bible. Our favorite.
Oh, yes, our favorite credible news source.
So the owner of a Chinese restaurant is being investigated for public health crimes after his restaurant was closed down when roasted duck turned out to be street pigeons.
No, les pigeons.
Les pigeons. I knew that it would strike you.
Yeah, no,
in the heart. For me, I'm disturbed because that's disgusting. For
I'm
you,
disturbed because I'm very pro pigeon.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love pigeons.
Pigeon rights activist Jules Miller.
Have I talked about the pigeons? Am I a pigeon?
I don't think so.
Okay, well here's my fun
Sure.
fact then. Have I? But you know what I'm talking about. My pigeon.
I know.
My pigeon diversity.
No.
What do you think I'm going to talk
Pigeon
about?
diversity?
What do you think I'm going to talk about?
Just that you love pigeons.
Okay, well here's the thing. Here's my fun fact. Les pigeons and doves are the same bird. What's the difference?
Their color.
Doves are white, and we worship doves. Doves are brought to weddings. They're like worship. They carry notes. Everyone loves doves, and then pigeons are just pushed aside. And what's wrong with pigeons?
They're ugly.
They're not white. Oh. Is that
so?
No, they're the same birds, and we treat them like nothing, and that is not right. And I think that pigeons should have more rights in this world. I think we should bring pigeons to weddings, and I think they should be the ones to carry love notes now.
Here is my qualm with this.
Yes, they carry disease. I know.
Doves are so much more rare. You don't see
because
doves
they're white,
just flying around downtown. Like,
yeah, you know why? They're not downtown because they're up in Yorkville in their penthouses. Okay, you don't see them downtown,
but like
they are in the upper class.
Fucking doves swooping on you in the subway.
Exact, because they don't have to take the subway. They have private drivers. Okay, you know what? We have wronged pigeons at every chance. Okay. We are the problem. Why am I talking like a politician?
We are the problem.
We are the problem.
My fellow Americans.
Okay? You know, we have not given pigeons a fair chance. Yes, they're swooping you on the subway because they have no other way to live.
Period.
They need help, and we are not helping them.
You know, I've never seen you get this convicted over any actual social issue.
This is my social issue.
Yeah, that's good. This is your soapbox.
And you know what? It's like Zootopia is a metaphor. This is a metaphor.
So true.
But also I am also
really
like
care.
literally talking about pigeons, but it's also a metaphor. But also I really care about pigeons.
Would you rather eat a pigeon or a dove?
A dove.
Why?
No.
Just to even the scales?
Yes, because I don't want to take any more pigeons out. You know, I want pigeons to have a chance at a free life. Not a free life, a good life. I'd rather eat neither of them. But if I had to, it would be the dove just for spite.
Okay.
And also white meat typically is better.
Well, it wouldn't be
Okay.
It's not white meat just because they're white birds.
Oh.
Do you think the dark meat comes from brown chickens?
I didn't think about it. I am not familiar with the whites and dark. Nope. No.
I think we should keep reading on these
You know what?
issues.
This is a great opportunity to learn and continue to learn.
Yeah.
Next time you see a pigeon, don't shoo it away. Invite it into your home.
I will not be doing anything of the sort personally, but I will support
No,
you. I
here's what
won't
you
be
do.
coming over if you have pigeons at your house, but
Well, I'm not going to bring them into my house
Why not?
because it's a bird. I don't care what color it is, it's a bird.
Would
Okay.
you let a dove in your house?
No.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I would not let any bird in my house.
You're lying.
Unless it's a parrot, because I do trust those. Next time you see a pigeon, give it a note to send to a friend. That's all I'll say.
I love that.
Or hire it for your wedding.
You know why I think pigeons have fallen on hard times is because we have stopped using them for wartime efforts.
There you go.
So maybe 2025, the socio-political situation could be beneficial for
I
them.
think, you know what? Fuck the tariffs.
Maybe they're behind the tariffs.
You know what? Tariffs, let's not worry about them. Let's
focus on
forget
the
about them.
pigeons.
Let's focus on the pigeons. I think if we tackle the pigeon problem, everything else will solve itself.
Totally.
And that's what I'm going to end this on. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you.
You know, one time I saw, this is the last thing I'll say on the pigeon issue, when I lived in Halifax.
The pigeon agenda.
I saw there was this person who was feeding pigeons on like a street corner. There are literally, I want to say like probably 60 pigeons on the ground around him on his legs. And then he was putting breadcrumbs in his mouth and going like this. And pigeons were eating breadcrumbs out of his fucking mouth.
See, I'm very pro-pigeon. I will not be doing that.
Because they're gross.
Hey, they're not gross. They
are gross.
They have...
Objectively, pigeons are gross.
They have some things to learn. They need... They need to not... If they didn't carry disease... They would make fabulous pets. Anyways,
okay.
Let's end it. I think, you know what? I think we've lost the point.
I think we've entirely lost the plot.
I think we've lost what we're doing here. But thinking of pigeons always. And this is the last episode of this block.
Yeah. No.
No episode. Okay. Well, we're gonna figure some things out. There might be a new episode.
There might be an episode next week, and there might not be.
Okay, well, yeah. So just, keep an eye out.
Yeah. Think about it.
Just see what happens.
And we love you.
Loving me, loving you.
Happy 420 almost. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Happy Good Friday.
And
happy Jesus.
Happy Passover. It's Passover this weekend.
It's for the next week. So happy Passover.
Happy Passover.
And shout out to the pigeons. And
shout out to Robert Irwin.
Shout out to Robert Irwin. Shout out to Mecky Leaper and also lemurs, which I will touch on my love for them in a future episode.
All right.
No, it's meerkat, not a lemur. Meerkat, sorry. But we'll touch on that. Bye!